Now in this particular session, now let us solve some good questions and good number of questions on area of square, area of rectangle, area of circle and some other geometrical figure if possible. Questions based on area of square, rectangle, circle, etc. Now I will not go too much in detail about every geometrical figure what is mentioned just now, but I will just tell small idea about circle which you people are already aware of it again. Just a small recap, sir. This is the center of the circle, this is my radius r. Now if I want to know the area of the circle is nothing but given by the notation called as pi r square. The value of pi is 22 divided by 7, or it is in decimal 3.14, and r is nothing but the radius of the circle. Now suppose for example I want to convert, or I want to know the area of circle in terms of its diameter. Now in terms of diameter, if I want to know the area of circle, so this is given by pi into r in terms of diameter. R is nothing but d by 2, or d is nothing but 2r. So r is nothing but d by 2. So it is pi into d by 2 whole square, or in simple language it is pi into d square by 4. Pi d square by 4 is nothing but the area of circle in terms of its diameter. In terms of radius, which we are already aware of, area of circle is nothing but pi r square, right? It is nothing but pi r square. Now listen to this carefully, sir. These are all something which you are already aware of. Let us directly jump on to solving problems, and let us solve our problems in the most easiest way possible. Now see here, let me move on to my first problem of this particular session. Original SSC CGL prelims examination question which had come in the year 2004. Your question is, there is a rectangular tank of length 180 meters and breadth 120 meters in a circular field. That means I have a circular field like this. A diagram is not drawn to the scale. I have a circular field like this, and inside that circular field I have a rectangular tank, right? I have a rectangular tank. Your question is, there is a rectangular tank of length 180 meters. That means length is given as 180 meters and breadth 120 meters in a circular field. Circular field is nothing but what is represented in red color. Rectangular block or tank is nothing but what is represented in black color at this present moment. Okay, if the area of the land portion of the field is 40,000 meter square, that means this black color portion is not the land portion. Why it is not the land portion? It is a portion which is occupied by a tank. If that is a portion which is occupied by a tank, can it be considered as a land portion? Land portion means a portion which is available for free movement. That means humans can walk there, humans can run there, or whatever it is. You can take any kind of example. But I cannot walk inside a circular tank. I need to dump inside a circular tank for that to happen. That means usually that will not happen, right, sir? So that means that rectangular tank which the area which is represented in black color, that is not a land portion. That is a portion which is occupied by the rectangular tank. That means area of the land portion, free area where nothing is occupied, that area is given as a 40,000 meter square. And your question is, what is the radius of the field? Circular field radius is what you need to find in this question. You need to find the radius of the circular field, or in other words, the radius of the circle is what I need to find. Now listen to this carefully, sir. First of all, let us find out what is the area of the tank. Area of this tank is nothing but length into breadth. Length of the rectangular tank is 180, breadth is 180 and 120 respectively. 18 into 12, it is nothing but 216. 216 followed by 2 zeros. 21600 or 21,600 meter square is the area of that is the area of that rectangular tank. Now area of that rectangular tank is nothing but 21,600. Can I say that area of entire circle is nothing but it is given in the question that 40,000 meter square is the area of land portion. That means this entire space, this entire blank space area, this entire blank space other than the rectangular area is nothing but totally 40. And if I include that rectangular area land also, 40 plus 21, it is 61,600. Total area of the entire circle is nothing but land portion area plus the rectangular portion area, which is 61,600. That means area of the circle is given by the notation pi r square. Pi r square totally is 61,600, and the only unknown value in this question in this equation is r, and that is what they are asking. Is it difficult for you to find from here? Definitely I don't think so. 22 divided by 7 is nothing but into r square is nothing but 616 into 100, or 22 into 1. 22 into 1 is 22. 22 into which number is 616? 22 into 2 is 44. And another, how much is pending, sir? If I take 44, 17 is pending. 17 followed by 6, 176. 176 if I divide by 22, it is 8 times. Or in other language, 22 into 1 is 22. 22 into 28 is 616. That means r square value is 28 into this 7 into multiplied by 100. I hope I am making sense for you people. 28 into 7 into 100. Now this 28 can be further written as 7 into 4 into 7 multiplied by 100. I only need r value. 7 into 7 is 7 square. Square root of 7 square is 7. 4 square root is 2. 100 square root is 10. So it is 7 into 2, 14. 14 into 10 is 140 meters. Is nothing but the radius of the circle, which is nothing but option A. Very easy question. We will keep on solving multiple questions. Close to 15 to 20 questions we will solve in this particular topic. We will understand each and everything in detail as we complete problem by problem. Next question. Question number 2. If a triangle with base 8 centimeter, the base of the triangle is given as 8 centimeter, has the area as a circle with 8 centimeter radius. That means they are saying that triangle area and circle area both are same. If you want, read it once again. If the triangle with base is 8 centimeter has the area as a circle, area of triangle is similar to area of circle, and base of triangle is given as 8 centimeter, radius of circle is given as 8 centimeter. That means area of triangle is half into base into height, and area of circle is pi into r square. Find the corresponding altitude of the triangle. That h value is what we are interested in finding. Now b value is given as 8, h value I don't know. 22 divided by 7, r value is given as 8, 8 square is 64. Now one of the 8 cancels, and what else is left? Nothing is left to be cancelled, so you can directly write it as h is nothing but equal to, okay, anyway answers are given in terms of pi, right? Answer options, please observe the answer options. Every answer option is given in terms of pi, so I will keep this as a pi itself. Cross multiply this 2 with 8, it becomes 2 into 8, 16 pi. Answer for this question is 16 pi, option C. Again a very easy question to be solved. Question number 3. Question number 3. The area of a circular garden is 2464 centimeter square. That is the first point. Area of a circular garden is 2464 centimeter square. How much distance will have to be covered if you like to cross the garden along its diameter? Now, there is a circular garden. Now, this circular garden is having an area of, entire area is given as 2464 meter square. Now, how much distance will have to be covered if you like to cross the garden along with its diameter? That means, in simple language, I am starting at this point right now. I need to come to this particular point along the diameter. In simple language, they are asking you what is the length of the diameter. Simple, right? Don't confuse yourself. How much distance, what is the distance is also asked. Time, speed and distance question. Diameter is given, or diameter word is given. So geometry or mensuration question. Why are they combining mensuration with the time, speed and distance? Don't confuse, sir. They are asking you what is the length of the diameter. Simple. Now see here, sir. Area is given as 2464. Can I say that area is nothing but pi r square? Pi r square is nothing but 2464. But pi is 22 by 7 r square is 2464. Now, if I simplify further, this is 22 into 1. 22 into 1. 22 into which number is what I need to find. Let us do it. 22 into 1 is 22. Now 24 is there. So 22 I took. Remainder is 2. It becomes 26. Again 22 into 1 is 22. 4 is remaining. This 4 is combined. 44. 22 into 2. That means r square value is 112 into 7, but 112 can be written as 16 into 7 multiplied by another 7. R value is nothing but square root of 16 is 4, square root of 7 square is 7. R value is 4 into 7, 28 meters. But they are not asking you R value, they are asking you D value. Diameter is 2 times of radius. Answer is 2 times of 28, which is 56 meters. Option A. Next, question number 4. Your question 4 is, the area of a circle is increased by 22 centimeter square if its radius is increased by 1 centimeter. Find the original radius of the circle. Now listen to this carefully, sir. I don't know the original radius, but what I know how to solve this question is, let the original radius be r centimeters. Now, if the original radius is r, then my original area will be how much? Area of a circle is nothing but pi r square. So it is pi r square. Now original radius is r. Original area becomes pi r square. Now what I will do is, I will increase the area by 22 centimeter square. When will I increase the area by 22 centimeter square? If the radius is increased by 1, that means my new radius becomes, earlier it was r, increase it by 1, it becomes r plus 1. New radius becomes r plus 1. Because the new radius becoming r plus 1, my new area now becomes pi into r plus 1 whole square. And they are saying that area of circle is increased by 22 centimeter square. That means the difference between the old area and the new area, the gap between the old area and the new area is pi r square, new area minus old area, which is something what we will write now as pi into r plus 1 whole square minus pi r square. The difference between the areas is given in the question as 22 centimeter square. This difference is 22. I am 30 years of age. My sister is 35 years of age. Elder sister I am talking about. The difference between my age and my sister's age is 5 years. How it is 5? It is nothing but 35 minus 30. That means my sister minus my age. Same is new area minus old area will give you the difference between the area or how much it has been increased. It is given in the question as 22. If I further simplify pi common factor, it is r plus 1 whole square minus r square. This is 22. Now this can be further written here as pi is nothing but 22 divided by 7. This is nothing but r plus 1 whole square minus r square. This is nothing but 22. 22 cancels. So you are left right now with x square minus y square. It is x plus y into x minus y. This is equal to 1 into denominator 7 on the left hand side. 1 into 7 is 7. Now can I say that, okay, let me further simplify. It is 2r plus 1 into 1 is equal to 7. That means this 7 can also be written as 7 into 1. That means 2r plus 1 is equal to 7. R will be equal to 3. And that is what they are asking you in the question. Find the original radius. Original radius I named it as r. And I got the value of r itself here also. That means answer for this question is option C, which is nothing but 3 centimeter. But unfortunately so much of calculations. Therefore I will consider this as my method 1. Because it involves too much of equations and variable to be implemented. Now what is your method 2 then, sir? Can you please explain method 2? It is very simple, sir. I will explain method 2 from my answer options. I have told you several times that answer options will be considered as one of the beautiful method to be implemented, and with practice you will enjoy this method 2 and solve it fast. Now first option is, first of all, what is the question? Find the original radius. Original radius is r. First option given in the question is 6 centimeter. Now if r is 6, a will become 36 pi r square. 6 square into pi, 36 pi. That means next radius is increased by 1 centimeter. R becomes 7. Now a becomes 49 pi. Now check it out, sir. They are saying the difference between new area and old area, it is 22 it seems. 49 pi minus 36 pi. Difference is 13. Difference is 13 pi. Is 13 pi, 13 into 22 by 7, is it equal to 22? No, it is not equal to 22. Option A cannot be the right answer. Actually, truly speaking, I don't even want you people to write all these things also in the exam. You will solve it so fast without writing all these things, and I am damn sure about it, sir. I am very confident that you will tell the answers with so fast without writing all these things. Now second option which is given is radius is 3.2 centimeter. Now this 3.2 is a decimal value. I don't like to waste my time by solving by using decimal values at this present moment. Although second option is 3.2, I will directly jump on to my next option because the value is in whole number. I am not jumping to option C because I know that option C is correct. While I am solving method 2, will I solve method 1 and then solve method 2, sir, in the examination hall? No. If I am solving method 1, if I get answer as 3, I will mark it and move to next problem, right? Will I cross check by using method 2? No, I will not cross check. I will directly implement method 2 in my examination. I will not implement method 1 because it's a time consuming method. Method 1 is a time consuming method. That means when I am implementing method 2 directly in my exam, I don't know that r is equal to 3 is the correct answer. Why am I jumping from option B to option C? Option B is the decimal. If I increase by 1, it becomes 4.2. Area is 3.2 whole square, 10.24 pi. So all these are decimal values. So I don't want to struggle with the decimal right now itself. So let me check this whole number, and then if nothing is correct, come back to that and cross check it if you want. Now if I take R3, area is pi 3 square, pi into 3 square, 9 pi. R increase by 1, R becomes 4, area becomes 16 pi. Now the difference between new area and old area, difference is 7 pi. 7 pi is 7 into 22 by 7. This 7 will cancel. You are left with 22. The difference is what I am getting is as 22. And question also says the difference is 22. That means my question statement is becoming true, because my assumption R is equal to 3 is making it to become true. So my assumption of R is equal to 3 is my correct assumption. Answer for this question is R is equal to 3 centimeter. Shall I tell you, sir? To tell that R is equal to 6 and R is equal to 7 here, and tell the difference between the areas as 13 pi, and tell that it is not the right value equal to 22, assume that you took 4 seconds. Assume that you took 4 to 5 seconds. Let me take worst case as 5 seconds itself, sir. Assume that first option you took 5 seconds. Second option, although I did not check second option, assume that you took 2 seconds in jumping from second option to third option, and third option to say that it is equal to 22, another 5 seconds. You will solve this particular question by using method 2 in the worst case scenarios as 15 seconds. But if you use method 1, I can tell you definitely that you will take more than 15 seconds. That is the reason kindly avoid method 1. Kindly switch on to method 2. I believe that I am making very clear demarcation between method 1 and method 2. But ultimately, at the end of the world, it is completely up to you whether you want to use method 1 or method 2. I know which is the best method for my students, so I am teaching you both the methods, and you should know which is the best method for you individually. If you know that, then no one else needs to guide you. You are your own boss in deciding which is the best method for you. I hope the idea is very clear in this question, sir. Next question, very important question. Several times this question has come in the examination, in multiple exams, in multiple years it has come. Let us see that kind of question right now. Find the area of the largest circle. That means the area of the circle should be maximum. Find the area of the largest circle that can be inscribed inside a square of side 28 centimeter. Now I have a circle. This should have the largest circle. This should have maximum area. Now this circle is inscribed inside a square. It is inscribed inside a square, and the side of this square is given in the question as 28 centimeters. The diagram is not drawn to the scale. Kindly please adjust with my diagram. The side of the square is given as 28 centimeters. That means all the four sides of a square are 28 centimeters. Find the area of the largest circle that you can draw, that can be drawn inside a square of side 28 centimeters. Now for this circle to be largest, this should be drawn from the center of the square. If I draw keeping the center of the square as the center of the circle, then that circle will have the largest area. Largest area means there can be a circle in this square like this also. Suppose this is the square. There can be a circle in this square like this also, right? There can be another circle in the square like this. There can be another circle in the square like this. Like that there can be multiple squares, but the circle, multiple circles inside a square, but the circle will be maximum only when it touches all the four sides of the square, and that is possible only when you draw that circle keeping the center of the square as the center of the circle. That means, can I say that this entire value which is in purple color is the diameter of the circle, and the diameter is nothing but equal to the side of a square. Entire diameter is 28. That means this radius is 14, this radius is also 14. Now they are asking you to find the area of the circle. Area is pi r square. Pi r square is, this is nothing but pi into 14 square. 14 into 14, that means this is 22 divided by 7 into 14 into 14. So this is 7 into 1, 7 into 2. So answer for this question is 44 into 14. 44 into 14 should give you definitely the answer as 616. How did you tell so fast, sir? Unit digit of 44 is 4, unit digit of 14 is 4. 4 into 4 is 16. Answer should end with 6. There is only one option ending with 6. Mark out or scratch out all the other options. Sir, what if one more option is ending with 6? Please refer to my simplification class. Everything is already taught, sir. You just need to study and learn all the beautiful shortcuts whatever we have taught. Let us solve another similar kind of question. Similar kind of question was asked in SSC CGL prelims exam in 2003. Your question is, the area of the greatest circle, largest, greatest, everything is synonym, sir. The area of the greatest circle inscribed in a square of side 21 centimeter is how much? Now see here, same logic. There is a square. The square is having side as 21 centimeter. I want to inscribe a circle inside this. This should be greatest. Diagram is not drawn to the scale. The circle will have greatest area when it touches all the four sides of a square. That means this becomes the diameter of circle, that is nothing but equal to 21. Right? That means 2 times of r is 21. R value will be 21 divided by 2. Now area of circle is what they are asking. That is nothing but pi r square. Pi into 21 by 2 into 21 by 2. So this is 22 by 7 into 21 by 2 into 21 by 2. 2 into 1, 2 into 11. 7 into 1, 7 into 3. That means your final answer should be 11 into 3 is 33 multiplied by 21. Whole thing divided by 2, right? Whole thing divided by 2. Now, can I say that 33 into 21 whole thing divided by 2 is what they are asking you in this question? It is very simple, right, sir? What is 33 into 20? 33 into 20 is 660. But they are asking you to multiply with 21. That means add another 33. 660 plus 33 is 693. 693 divided by 2 is what they are asking. Suppose if it is 700, 700 divided by 2 is 350, right? It is 350, but 693 is 7 less than 700. So that 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. From 350 subtract 3.5. 350 minus 3.5 is 346.5 centimeter square, which is nothing but option C. This is exactly similar to my previous question number 5, where question was asked as largest circle. Here the question is asked as greatest circle. It makes really no difference. I hope the idea is very, very clear for you people, sir. Next question, again a similar kind of question. See this question. The area of the greatest circle which can be inscribed in a square whose perimeter is 120 is. That means perimeter is given in the question. In the previous two questions, side of the square was given. Now the perimeter of square is given. Perimeter of square is 4 into side. Let me call the side of a square as A. So it is 120. A will be 30. That is the only difference. That means every side of the square is 30. This 30 happens to be the diameter of the circle as well. That means radius of the circle is 15. I did not draw the circle, sir. If you want, you can draw it out. Radius of the circle becomes 15. So 15, area of the circle is 22 by 7 pi into r square. It is 15 into 15. Unfortunately, I cannot simplify further. I can just say it as, I cannot cancel anything in this. 22 by 7 into 15 square should be the final answer, which is nothing but option A, right? Which is nothing but, it is also, answer option also is mentioned in that format itself. So why will I scratch my head in multiplying 225 with 22 and then dividing that entire value by 7? Not required. Answer option itself is given in this format itself. So mark that format and move ahead for the next question. Next question is also very much similar to this particular question itself. Now see this question, sir. Your question is, in the previous 3 questions the circle was inscribed in a square. This question, find the area of the largest circle that can be drawn inside a rectangle with sides 18 cross 14. That means I have a rectangle and I will call the length of this rectangle as 18, breadth of this rectangle as 14. Now I want to insert a circle in this. That means the greatest circle can be like this. The largest area circle can be like this. That means this entire thing becomes the diameter of the circle right now, which is 14 centimeters. And this is the center of the circle. This becomes 14 by 2, 7. This also will become 14 by 2, 7. Now you might get a doubt. Sir, instead of writing like this, can I write like this? Okay, let me show that once with a different color probably. Can I write like this, sir? Because if I write like this, a diagram not drawn to the scale, sir. Okay, let me erase it, write it for you people. Don't worry, sir. Let me erase it and then write it. Suppose, for example, I am telling that I am trying to draw it like this. Right now, if I draw like this, diameter becomes 18 in this case, sir. It is 18 is more than 14, right? So if diameter is 18, radius becomes 9, sir. In the case what you have taken, radius is 7, but in this case the radius is 9. That means I will get maximum area of the circle, right, sir? But little logically thinking, sir, this is not a circle. It's an ellipse, right? It's an ellipse. It cannot be a circle. That is an ellipse. So you cannot draw a circle like that, keeping the largest side as your diameter. That means diameter of the circle happens to be 14 only, and radius maximum happens to be 7 itself. That means if the radius is 7, area of that circle is pi r square. R value is 7, so it is 7 square into pi, 49 into pi. So it is 22 by 7 into 49. 7 into 1, 7 into 7. 22 into 7. It is nothing but equal to 154 centimeters square. Answer is option B. I hope you understood the difference between square and a rectangle. In square, all the 4 sides are same. That is exactly the reason all the 4 sides will be touched by the circle. But in rectangle, you cannot touch all the 4 sides of a rectangle by a circle internally drawn, because a rectangle will have length and breadth different, and therefore you cannot definitely touch it. I hope the idea is very, very clear for every student who is listening to this class. Tell me the answer little fast for this question, sir. If the area of the circle inscribed in a square is 9 pi, then find the area of the square. This is how you need to connect the dots. Now there is a circle. in earlier cases they were asking you to find the area of the circle. Now the area of the circle is mentioned in this question itself. Now okay, let me draw it, sir. Let us read statement by statement and analyze and then solve it. Let us not be in a hurry. Now area of the circle inscribed in a square is 9 pi centimeter square. What is the area of the square? Now see here, sir. Can I say that area of the circle is given as 9 pi. Area of circle in general is pi r square. Pi r square is 9 pi. Pi cancels. R square is 9. R is equal to 3. That means radius of the circle is 3. If the radius is 3, this is also nothing but radius. Entire diameter is 6. The diameter happens to be the side of the square. Side is 6. Area of the square is side square. It is 6 square 36. It is nothing but the reverse of previous 3 questions whatever we have solved. But I believe that the idea is nowhere different from the previous 3 questions. The concept remains the same from what we have solved earlier, sir. Let me take one more question of similar type so that you will understand it better. The area of a circle inscribed in a square of area 2 meter square. Now area of the square is given right now. That means this square area is given as 2 meter square. I need to find the area of this circle which is inscribed in it. Area of the circle which is inscribed in it. In earlier cases side of the square was given. Now the area of the square is given. Area of the square is nothing but 2. Area of the square in general is nothing but side square. Side square is nothing but 2. That means side is nothing but how much? Side is nothing but root 2. That means this particular side value is root 2. Can I say that that happens to be the diameter value of circle? Diameter of circle is root 2. If the diameter is root 2, radius is diameter divided by 2. It is root 2 divided by 2, or in other words radius is 1 by root 2. Now I know the radius, I want the area. Area is pi r square. Pi r square. Answer option is given in terms of pi, so keep pi as it is. R square value is 1 by 2. Answer is pi by 2, which is nothing but option B. I believe that the first 10 questions are very very clear for every student who is listening to this class. Question number 11, original question which had come in the year 2004. If the numerical value of circumference and area of circle is same, that means circumference value whatever is given for a circle and the area value whatever is there for the circle, both are absolutely same numerically, then find the area of the circle. Circumference of circle is 2 pi r. Area of circle is pi r square. Pi cancels, r cancels, r value will be equal to 2. Area of circle is nothing but pi r square. R is 2. 2 square 4. 4 into pi. Answer for this beautiful, or sorry, not beautiful, it's an easy question, sir. It's not a very beautiful question. In fact, answer for this easy question is 4 pi square units, which is option B. Let us solve another question immediately without wasting too much of time. Area of circle is 324 pi square centimeters. Area of circle is pi r square and it happens to be 324 pi. So pi cancels. R value will be square root of 324, which is 18. Find the length of the longest chord. That means this is the circle. What is the meaning of chord? A chord is a straight line which will touch the circle at 2 points. Any straight line touching the circle at 2 points, this is nothing but a chord. This also is a chord, right? This also is a chord. Similarly, there are so many chords. There are so many chords for a circle. There can be infinite chords for a circle, but out of all the chords whatever I have drawn, the longest chord happens to be the diameter. The length of the diameter is longer than any of the other chords. That means they are asking you the value of a diameter in this case, right? Indirectly they are asking you find the diameter. If radius is 18, diameter is nothing but double of radius. Answer should be 36, right sir? Answer is option A. Original SSC CGL Tier 2 question in 2015. Is it difficult? I definitely think it's a very easy question, sir. Next question, SSC CGL prelims question 1999. Area of a circle is 38.5 square centimeters. Area of circle is 38.5 square centimeters. I don't like 38.5 decimal. Let us convert it to whole fractional values. 77 by 2 is nothing but 38.5, sir. Area of circle is in general pi r square. Pi r square is 77 by 2, but pi value is 22 by 7. R square is equal to 77 by 2. 11 into 2 is 77, sorry, 11 into 2 is 22, 11 into 7 is 77. So r square happens to be 7 into 7 divided by 2 into 2, right? 7 into 7 divided by 2 into 2. So r value is square root of 7 square is 7, square root of 2 square is 2. I got the value of r, but I need circumference. Circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. This is 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 7 by 2. 7 cancels, 2 cancels. Circumference is 22 centimeters, which is nothing but option A. These are all very easy questions, sir. Next, question number 14. Question number 14. SSC CGL Tier 1 examination question in the year 2015. What is your 14th question? If the area of circle is A, okay, area of circle is A, that is in general it is pi r square, where r is the radius. Anyway, it is given. Radius of circle is r and circumference of it is c. That means c is nothing but 2 pi r. Then which of the following options is true? That means you need to find the relationship between circumference, area and the radius. It is very easy, sir. If I divide one by the other, pi will cancel, 1 r will cancel. A by c will be equal to r by 2. A by c will be equal to r by 2. If I cross multiply and simplify, this becomes rc is equal to 2a. RC is equal to 2A is what is given in option B. Therefore, that should be the correct option. Is there any difficulty in this original SSC CGL Tier 1 question which had come in the year 2015? Definitely questions will be simpler, sir. You should make your mindset as it will be simpler. Yes, again I am repeating what I told in my previous session also. There might be some questions which are tricky, yes, but with practice those questions looks very simple. How did this question look very simple for you? Because you had practiced this kind of questions from your school days. Therefore it is simple for you. So much of practice made it so simple. So much of practice for a tricky question will also make the tricky question so simple. So practice. Practice. That is the only thing you should keep on doing it to make your aptitude skill set, or any skill set for that matter, a beautiful skill set. Question 15. One more SSC CGL Tier 1 exam question in the year 2015. Same examination question I am solving right now. Your question is, two circles touch each other externally. Okay, let us write two circles initially. This is circle 1. This is circle 2. Diagram not drawn to the scale. Too much worryment is also not required. Forget about diagram drawing to the scale. So there are two circles touching externally. The sum of their area is 130 pi square centimeter and the distance between their centers is 14 centimeters. That means this is the center of first circle, this is the center of first circle, this is the center of second circle. So if I call the radius of first circle as r1 and radius of second circle as r2, the distance between them r1 plus r2 is given in the question as 14 centimeter. R1 plus r2 is given as 14 centimeter. Find the radius of smaller circle. That means in my diagram my smaller circle is r2. So in this question, as per my diagram, I need to find r2 value. Now what else is given? Sum of their area is 130 pi. That means area of first circle plus area of second circle, it is nothing but 130 pi. Area of circle, first circle is pi r1 square, area of second circle is pi r2 square. This is nothing but equal to 130 pi. Now in the left hand side, if I take pi common, that pi will cancel with right hand side pi. So r1 square plus r2 square should be 130. R1 square plus R2 square should be 130, and at the same time R1 plus R2 should also be equal to 14. Find R2 value is your question. Now there are two equations. If I solve these two equations, I will get the value of R1 and I will back substitute and get the value of R2. But instead of doing like that, think little logically, you will get the answer, sir. Think little logically, you will get the answer. Now can I say that r1 square is nothing but a perfect square? Similarly r2 square is also nothing but a perfect square. Now suppose for example question is asked for r2, I will substitute perfect square values for r2, and similarly I will substitute r1, so that value sum should be 130. Now if I substitute the lowest perfect square for r2 square, if I substitute 1 plus 129 is 130, but is 129 a perfect square? No, it is not a perfect square. Next perfect square is 4. I will not take 2 and 3 because they are not perfect square anyway. Now if I take 4, this becomes 126. 126 plus 4 is only 130, but 126 is not a perfect square, so this cannot be a possible case. If I continue, next perfect square is 9. 9 if I take, this value becomes 121, because 121 plus 9 is nothing but 130. And check it out if you want to. 9 is nothing but a perfect square. 121 is also a perfect square. 11 square is 121. So this might be a possible case. That means if I take r1 square as 121, r1 will be 11. If I take r2 square as 9, r2 will be 3. And it is said that r1 plus r2 should be equal to 14. Is 11 plus 3 equal to 14? Yes, I did it here. I got the correct answer. That means the correct combination is r1 is 11, r2 is 3. But question is asking only for r2. Answer is 3 centimeter. This is exactly where your conceptual clarity should be so much strong. Concept wise you should be so much strong, sir. It is not that okay, this is equation 1, this is equation 2, r1 square plus r2 square plus 2r1 r2, so that I can make it as r1 plus r2 whole square, right side also plus 2r1 r2, and then substitute. Who require all your hangamas of solving like that, sir? We are least bothered about equation variable based method. Yes, we need to write variables in mensuration, no other go. But that does not mean that you should solve by using equation method every time. I hope I am making sense for each and every viewer who is watching this video.